What's good, y'all? Welcome to Crypto Recap number 2. And on today's video, it's going to be a little different. There is so much to talk about in crypto right now, but I think the main focus we should be focused on is price action. What is actually happening? So on today's video, we're going to talk about crypto price action. We're going to dive into where the money is flowing, where the money could be rotating to next. And again, like I told y'all last week, we got to pay attention to precious metals. We got our signal, so let's talk about it. First of all, let's start off with crypto searches on Google Analytics. We're talking about searching for Bitcoin, etc. So as of late 2025, global Google search interest for crypto and Bitcoin has fallen to multi-year lows, hovering near 26 on a scale from 0 to 100, indicating subdued retail interest. While exact raw search numbers are not publicly disclosed by YouTube Google Trends, the relative volume suggests significantly less public curiosity compared to the 2021 market peak. Why is this important? This is important because when the public is really interested in crypto, they're going to search for it. They're going to search for what cryptos to buy. They're going to look for different YouTube content creators to listen to get their education about certain cryptos, namely Bitcoin. But once Bitcoin gets money flows into Bitcoin, the money then flow into other altcoins because you start to look for more upside, more profit. So money flows into Ethereum, money flows into XRP, Solana, etc., till you get down to the small caps and all these random memes. That's when you get euphoria. We're definitely not there, and that is what Google Trends is showing us. Now, when we're looking at Bitcoin at the time of this video is sitting at $61,000. Remember, Bitcoin was up higher than that, double, $121,000 at its peak, $124,000. That's a 50% loss, right? From the very peak high. That's a sign, right? We got outflows from big funds like IBIT, ETH, XRP, ETF, Solana, and Hedera. So looking at this chart, 1 year from ago, Bitcoin is down 36% from February of 2025. It is below every major significant level of support. We are now in the 60s. I'm looking at it. I look at other analysts and I chart and I'm like, okay, if it doesn't hold here, we may potentially see a $30,000 through a $50,000 Bitcoin. Maybe a spike to 50, bounce and hover around 40 to 50. If we see that, I'm thinking we're at the complete bottom. Obviously, everything can go lower, but I see 30 to 50 as a complete bottom. And let's go look at some of the other major assets. All of these cryptos here are down. I'm talking about Stellar Lumens, AVAX, Solana, Hedera, CRO coin. They're all down double digits at the time of this video. Double digits. We don't want to see triple digits. That's going to zero, but they're down double digits. They're getting cooked, okay? They're getting cooked. Now let's look at XRP. XRP itself is down 35% just this week alone. 35% in 1 week at $1.17. If XRP slides under $2, under $1, we might even see a 50-cent XRP. That wouldn't be far-fetched. Ethereum has officially slid under $2,000, sitting at $1,800 at the time of this video, down 36% in the last week. 36%. And I just showed you Bitcoin down 27%, $61,000. Now we got to talk about precious metals. Last week I said crypto versus precious metals. Someone made a great comment. Why has it got to be this or that? Sometimes it is this or that. For crypto people, it is. Bitcoin to them is better than gold. To non-crypto people, gold is better. But I agree, you could definitely have both. There's room in your portfolio. However, We saw a crazy flash last week in crypto. I think it was Friday, right at the end of January. At this time of this video, gold, this is the S&P 500, or excuse me, the Speeders Gold Trust, GLD ticker symbol, and this is the paper gold essentially. And real gold per ounce is at 4,300, so you can kind of like 10x that price here. But anyways, down 15% for the past week from its high. 15% gold. That's a crazy, crazy move for gold. And silver down 17%. We saw silver right here drop, see me back up, right there, drop 30% in one day. Silver futures went insane, okay? And why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because, like I said last week, precious metals has been killing it over the past year and a half. Killing it. And at that same time, crypto peaked when Bitcoin hit 124,000 about a little over a year ago. And, and now it's back below 70,000 where it was at in March of 2024, which was the all-time high then. And then we saw Trump and all them pump it to 124, and then it's been down ever since. And if money is flowing out of silver, if it's flowing out of gold, money is not flowing to crypto, where's the money at? The money right now is flowing into consumer staples, the Costco's, the Amazons, okay? Money is there right now. And then you have companies like Comfort Systems, okay? Industrials are getting a lot of attention as well. Google is still doing relatively well, right? NVIDIA, not so much. Some of the semiconductors, not so much. The Mag 7, not so much. Microsoft, no way. Oracle, no way. So those are some of the areas where money's at right now. Energy's been doing great. Okay, we're talking about uranium companies, even though they pulled back the last few days. Gas and oil companies been doing great. So that's where a lot of the money is at right now. Small caps just got obliterated the last few days, so the money's not there really anymore. So when we're looking at the markets, if it's not in crypto, it's moving away from gold and silver and copper. It has to flow somewhere. So smart money is now looking to, as I said, consumer defensive, Walmart's, Costco's, right? John Deere. We're talking about physical companies right now. The tractors, the trailers, the airplanes, things that people can touch, right? Some real estate plays are going crazy. SCHD, the dividend play, the Dividend King ETF is going crazy. So that's where people are at right now. And our job right now is to figure out where the money is at and then think about how to position ourselves. So getting back to crypto, now that we know the money's not there, I am calling crypto winter. We're here now, in my opinion. This looks very similar. Like, so if we go look at all of 2025, you compare that to 2022, what do you see? 2021, the market was crazy, crazy euphoria. 2024, the market was crazy, and it peaked with the election cycle in November of 2024, and it lasted till about January of 2024, okay? Or 25, excuse me. And that was about a year ago. And then from February of last year, including the tariffs, and January down, it all wiped away. Looks just like 2022. Then what happened was finally the market went from crypto winter to starting to recover in October of 2023. So I'm thinking we may have another 6-7 months or so of a beat down market. So I'm thinking now, maybe in a month or two later, will be a good time to DCA into cryptos you know, you like, and you love, and cryptos that deserve a position in your portfolio, namely big caps and a few small caps. That's my thesis for this week's crypto recap video. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below.